Puss in Boots 2 is the greatest animated movie of the decade. And yes, by that I mean it's better than this. Wait. Before you start typing up those debate bro comments, let me explain myself. When this movie came out, I was just a lowly movie theater usher, just sweeping up theaters, trying to scrounge up any penny I could. And every shift we had these half-hour breaks, during which I'd always sneak off and go watch movies. And there was no movie that I'd go in to see more than Puss in Boots 2. Well, besides the Bollywood movies, they were pretty entertaining. But that's a video for another day. I probably saw this entire movie's runtime multiple times throughout my breaks. I couldn't get enough of it, man. It's beautiful, witty, passionate. Watching it, I felt connected to Puss in a way that I never really understood. Until now. You know, it took a rewatch, but it's no secret why I, a high school freshman at the time, fell in love with this movie. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is all about second chances, something I desperately wanted at the time. I mean, fucking look at me, dude. I needed a second chance. All right. We're gonna get real serious here. Let's talk about death. This guy, the big bad wolf.
Never ever mess with the big bad wolf unless you wanna hear him huff and puff and...
What is death to the great Puss in Boots? What does it mean? Well, I mean, he'll tell you. It means nothing.
I laugh at death! You see?
Puss lives a life where death doesn't actually matter that much. Because Puss has 9 lives. You know, it's part of his character. He's very much just a stereotypical cat. You know, greedy and selfish and... You know what? Fuck this cat slander, bro. I think cats are fucking cool. And I think it's a little racist that we have these anti-animal stereotypes in the first place. Anyways, Puss behaves like an animal. He is a cartoon, so on some level, there is a very obvious difference between us. It's kind of like SpongeBob, you know? We watch SpongeBob, but he's like a joke, a punchline who we don't ever genuinely feel for. So, how do you fix that? How do you make us care for Puss? Well, you take away his extra lives.
That makes 8, Puss. You are down to your last life.
Make him come to grips with the fact that he will die. You make him human. And now that Puss has this very human awareness of his own mortality, he begins rethinking everything. He no longer runs into danger, he runs away from it. He reflects on his mistakes, his stupidity. He's probably thinking about those late night texts he used to send Kitty Softpaws. But this is our setup. Someone who ditches their old identity for something new. And I like that. I mean, it's very relatable. So partway through the movie, Puss gets stuck in this place, the Cave of Lost Souls, which houses the likes of Jeffrey Epstein, Kanye West, and oh yeah, all of Puss's past lives. But they don't really act like what you think a past life would be. They're effectively all different people entirely. Gambling addict, gym bro, alcoholic. But in my opinion, these lives act more like phases of one life. I mean, think about it. Have you ever looked back on something and thought about how differently you'd react to it now? Because I know I have. We are all constantly dying and starting new lives, whether we know it or not. It's part of growing up. And this scene is Puss learning it the hard way. At this point in the story, Puss is torn between 2 choices. The first is the one that his past lives have chosen, the selfish, loner ways of the past. But the second is, ironically, a second chance. A chance to be with the people he loves, be better for them, and act in a selfless manner. So, what does Puss choose? Well, I mean, even if you haven't seen the movie, it's probably pretty fucking obvious that he chooses the better choice, right? I mean, it'd be kind of fucked up to tell children to surrender to their worst inhibitions. But I don't think Puss's choice is simply him deciding how to live his last life. Let's look at this extended metaphor again. Puss's lives are all phases of one life. If that's true, then what does rejecting them mean? When Puss tells him to fuck off, what does that tell us about him? Well, he's growing up, you know, he's becoming a big boy. Kitty Softpaws was left at the altar by Puss, and she gave him a second chance. Perito was constantly pushed away. I can't roll my R's. I'm sorry. I you know how many takes where I tried to roll my fucking R's? I can't do that shit. So I'm sorry, Spanish speakers, that you have to hear me say Perito like he's a fucking parrot or something. But Perito was constantly pushed away, and he still gave Puss a second chance. But true growth doesn't come from other people giving you a second chance. It comes from you giving it to yourself. And I think that as a high school freshman, that message really spoke to me. In a crucial time of my life, this movie told me that I could be better. That I could choose to give myself a second chance. Anyways, that's about it. It felt really short for me to record. I wonder how short this video is gonna be. I recorded my Love Island one for an hour, and this one I've only been here for 20 minutes, so it feels really weird being done already. Anyways, if you guys have any suggestions, please drop them in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.